Okay, what's up, my people? This is Big Boss Calvin 83. Well, I'm on my way to work. I know I had not done a video in a long time. Well, it's been a few weeks, but unfortunately, I hadn't got my phone back when I checked out the hospital. So I'm still waiting on that. But I got myself action camera. I'm testing it out. And right now, I'm going to just give my whole perspective and opinion and my strong feelings of how I feel about the anchor children, the anchor babies, and the immigrant parents and families who are separated from their children who are born. Basically, I'm going to be addressing the whole issue on immigrants and their children being separated. There's basically the anchor babies, well, I'm going to call them for what they are. Let's keep it real. The anchor children who were born in America, but their parents are immigrants, but they're separated from their children. My opinion of this whole issue with foreigners, fuck them. I don't give a fuck about their pain and suffering right now, about how the Caucasian supremacist government is breaking up the Latino immigrant families, but because that's the focus. Even though you got Caucasian immigrants with their children coming, some of them come here illegally too. They don't say nothing about that. You got Asians who come here illegally too, and they got kids, and they bring the women have the man and the woman bring they get pregnant on a certain time, and when she's about to give birth, then they sneak over to America. So, and that's bullshit, and they get certain benefits and perks and benefits that us as so-called black people fought for, but we never got. So I don't give a fuck about these foreigners. They like to say it's the Mexicans, the Guatemalans, and other so-called Hispanics, so-called Latinos who are from so-called Latin America, and their whole issue of getting a wake-up call. I don't give a fuck about their pain and suffering. Okay? I'm going to explain why I don't give a damn, and I can care less about them children never to see if they ever get the chance to see their mommy and daddy ever again. My thing is, if it's such an issue, why don't you deport the parents who came here illegally and take the children with them? Because they didn't do it the right way. They sneak here illegally, didn't have children, and you can't, and they're going to call themselves American citizens? No, because my thing is, when Africans and Haitians do that crap, no, the Caucasian supremacist government in the system of Caucasian supremacy tell African people, so-called African people, Nubian people of those of the African diaspora who are foreign black, they tell them to get the fuck out. We don't give a shit. No, you got to take your child with you. Why don't you make him do that stuff? Oh, I mean, I don't understand if Trump is so serious about this shit, and like he appears to be. Why don't you just let you deport the family and take the children back? Now you want to talk, it's not constitutional, all that other bullshit. Shut the fuck up on that shit. Because last time I checked, my ancestors were brought here on a slave ship without against their free fucking will, and they were in fucked up conditions. They got to sit in their own waste, sick and dying. Some of them got thrown overboard, eaten alive by sharks and other sea creatures. Up in America don't want to talk about that shit. They want to. Everyone. You gotta talk. It's so funny with the selective motherfucking outrage out here, especially when they talk about women having their genitals mutilated. But last time I checked, and they talk about like specifically in the Middle East and these other Islamic countries, but America, free fucking caves, don't get that shit fucked up and twisted, y'all. Has a history of mutilating the genitals of African American women and African American men, boys and girls. Okay, but America don't want to talk about that. How when it comes to medical experiments and how the genitals of the Africans, so-called Africans, slaves, black Americans, black people, were, having their genitals mutilated for all kinds of reasons. Yeah, they don't want to talk about. You got these women talking about women having their genitals mutilated, but you got men having their genitals mutilated too. Especially baby boys being circumcised. They don't got to say in that, but that shit is okay because that shit can fuck a boy's penis. And I think when you're castrated, you might as well be dead. You're nothing in this planet. You're a waste of space. Okay? It is so fucking amazing how now you got these Caucasians and these other groups, and you coon-ass, handkerchief-head, Negro-pean bitches. Yeah, I'm calling you for what the fuck you are, because I don't see you as men and women. I see y'all as a piece of shit, bunch of fucking pussies. You Negro handkerchief-head, house Negroes, Negro-pean males and females, Mammy, Sambo, Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ruckus, Clarence Thomas, Oprah Winfrey, Negro Bentwood type of idiot coons make me sick. You're gonna fight for the so-called Hispanics, the so-called Latinos and Latinas, and you're gonna fight for the so-called Asian and Indians and the so-called Arabs and other people of so-called Middle Eastern descent. But meanwhile, when our families were broken apart, when we are victims of rape and pillage, from Africa to Caribbean, and black people and so-called black people in America were forced abroad here without our say so, and they were aware of this shit. When we were being tortured, beaten, maimed, raped, sold, when our families were breaking apart, nobody gave a shit. Nobody said shit. It's really disheartening that you motherfuckers got a selective outrage. You care about other people, but they don't care about you. Same with black women, with this woman suffrage bullshit. Okay, when black women were having their genitals mutilated, vaginas butchered, and their babies cut out of their stomachs, and being hanged from trees and babysat to alligators, and their babies being beat to death in front of the mom and the daddy, and the daddy was forced to see the black woman get raped, and just see it in public. And then you got black men being raped by you see black men getting raped too, with the butt breaking with Caucasian male slave owners who are fucking gay, and you got Caucasian females doing the same shit, raping black men, forcing him to have sex with her, and if he doesn't, she will falsely accuse him of rape, falsely accuse him of harassment, sexual harassment, rape, sexual assault. And if he gets caught, she's gonna yell rape, even though you see her on top of him, but for some odd reason he's raping the fuck out of her. And they hang him from a goddamn tree. They kill off his family and friends. You got towns being destroyed, bombed and shit, set on fire by these Caucasian supremacist terrorists, or original thugs and terrorists and gangsters. Oh, but in America, don't want to fucking talk about that shit. And that pisses me the fuck off, with these motherfuckers with their selective outrage. Black people have always had their families stripped and broken. Everything about us, our history, our culture, has been stolen by these devils. By these pale skin monkey, bitch-made pussy-ass devils. And that Caucasian female is behind the shit, the mother of Caucasian supremacy, but yet you black women want to march with these bitches on the whole white feminism, on women's issues. When they talk about women's suffrage, they ain't talking about your black ass. No, they're talking about suffrage that don't exist, and most of the thing, they have a relationship disagreement, and it's a disconnect, but it's self-inflicted because the Caucasian female, just like this whole Me Too bullshit and Time's Up bullshit, these bitches are letting these Caucasian males treat them like crap and take advantage of them, and then they want to wait 10 to 20, 30 goddamn years later and try to say I was raped, and they didn't even go to the cops when it fucking happened. And they talk about I didn't have a voice, I didn't know what to do. Bull motherfucking shit. You are fucking adult. You knew what to do. If you are a fucking child being raped and molested, I can understand where you're saying out of fear you don't want to say shit, and you got women who know their kids are being sexually abused and they don't do shit. Okay? They protect this pedophile motherfucker. And my thing is, these motherfucking cops and these fucking prosecutors and these fucking judges should put the bitch in jail with that fucking pedophile motherfucker, this fucking thug, and he's a fucking thug and a fucking coward, and the bitch is a fucking thugette, and because she's an accomplice and an accessory to somebody being raped, a child being molested and raped, and they don't do shit, and these women shame their children in the silence, boys and girls, but more so boys. You got women who know that their homegirl is molesting their son, and they don't say shit. But if a man says something, hey, I was raped, hey, I'm being sexually abused, they laugh at his ass. Same shit with domestic violence. When a man talk about I'm being abused by a woman, this woman attacked me, I'm in fear of my life. Oh, they laugh at his motherfucking ass. Oh, but if you're a cop and got a goddamn badge, oh, you can shoot a bitch. Oh, but you just, as long as, and if you're a Caucasian male with a badge, you can body slam a bitch, beat a bitch up, and you can get away with that shit. Caucasian male, you can rape a chick, drug her, rape her, take advantage of her ass, and get less than 30 days in jail, or no motherfucking jail time. But a black man can be falsely accused of anything, a sex crime, falsely accused of domestic violence, or being accused of making a terroristic threat when he just gave the person an order. If you come at me, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's not a goddamn terroristic threat. To give somebody a warning, you tell them to stay away from me and leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know I'm talking about a lot of everything right now, but I'm just sick and tired of the bullshit selective outrage out here, y'all. You know what I mean? Our families for years, for decades, for the last 500 goddamn years, it's not 200, it's 500. 500 in present has been broken apart by Caucasian supremacists, by this the family court system as another form of Caucasian supremacy, the welfare thing, Caucasian supremacy, broken families, feminism, taking the man out the house, or giving women the jobs, but denying men employment, giving women public housing, but giving men jails when we need help. You got a lot of homeless men out here who don't have no help and support, but these women got houses, got cars. They force these dudes to pay child support, and these motherfuckers take a chunk of it and they put it in their goddamn pockets. But they talk about it's for the kid. But my thing is that they give a fuck about the kid. Why don't you let the father who's fighting to see his kid get custody of his child, give him the kid and take responsibility. Men don't have no reproductive rights. If a woman don't want to take care of her child, she can abandon that responsibility by dropping it off at the precinct, the police station, or some government agency. And she don't have to pay, and somebody can adopt it, or she can give it to a family member, but she's not required to pay child support. You got single fathers out here who are trying to get child support from women, or are afraid to, because they're going to be laughed at by the family court system, which is the anti-male, gynocentric, misandric, anti-family court system. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm so hot right now. You have no motherfucking idea, y'all. I am so sick and tired of these immigrants, these Mexicans, these Asians, these Indians, these Arabs, and even these foreign coon-ass Negroes who have a coon mindset, who got a Negro-European mindset. I'm bitching about Trump and all the fuck he doing. Now y'all got a wake-up call. We've been telling so-called Black America have been telling you motherfuckers that these Caucasians don't love you either. They don't like you either. Okay? Y'all think because you have friends with them and date them and have their children, they're gonna love you. No. They're gonna treat you like a nigger. Okay? When will y'all understand that? When will y'all Asians understand that? When will y'all Latinos understand it? The Arabs and their distant cousins, East Indians understand this shit. When will y'all foreign Negroes think? Y'all think because y'all speak from an accent and y'all were able to have a family, maintain a family structure and tradition, y'all think y'all in. Y'all think y'all better than Black Americans, but y'all motherfuckers forgot. If it wasn't for Black Americans, blood, sweat, and tears of building this goddamn country for free and not getting nothing in return. There's no restitution, no reparations, no justice, no peace, a motherfucking mind. If y'all didn't benefit, if it wasn't for us, it wasn't for my ancestors. I'm on my mother's side, okay? Because I'm half Jamaican. My dad don't even understand that too. He's a fucking coon. You know what I'm saying? A Jamaican coon. He think he better. He think his shit don't stink. And I'm not trying to put my father on blast, okay? I have issues with him, but I'm going to deal with that private. My thing is, you got all these other groups who think, brown and yellow folks who think they're better than Black people, and they worship Caucasian people, and they think that they suck up sucking fucking kiss the Caucasian male and female's ass, oh, they're gonna get ahead. They think if they cut a black man's throat, black woman's, but specifically more so a black man's throat, they're gonna get ahead and get accepted. And a lot of times you get a wake up call and find out and realize it don't fucking work. Once they use you, they don't need you no damn fucking more. And that's what's happening with you immigrants, with you illegals, not just you Latinos, not just you and I mean more so Mexicans, not just you Mexicans and these other Spaniards and these other, Latin descent groups, Latino descent groups, those who come from Latin America, those who come from Guatemala, those who come from South America, you know what I'm saying? Y'all understand, is it, those who come from Panama, they don't give a fuck about y'all. Just like you Asians, just like you Indians, like to shit on black people. They don't give a fuck about you either. They will turn on your ass in it. Y'all think because you swirl with Caucasian males, specifically you women, and you males swirl with Caucasian females, that you think they love you like that? No, you're just nothing but a fetish. The truth of the matter is, with these other brown, yellow folks, and same with you Arabs and all this, and back to the Latinos. And so even with you foreign Negroes, y'all think, but more so you y'all Arabs, so-called Arabs, your so-called Asians and Indians, East Indians, and you Latinos. What y'all don't understand, y'all think because they let you party with them, they have no problem. You think because they date you that they love you. No, they really want a black person, but they feel they can get a pass from the Caucasian supremacists. Good old boy, good old girl, good old boy, good old girl, good old boy, the old school, good old boy, good old girl. Caucasian supremacist system that, hey, they're not really black, but we'll get them slide. Oh, this motherfucker got an accent from Jamaica and from Haiti, and from Kenya, from Nigeria, from whatever African country that they call a shithole, and Asian countries are shitholes too. Everybody else is shitholes, but they shit on black Americans, but these motherfuckers come out this country, come from countries that are shitholes, and if they're so better and smarter than us. And so great, why are y'all here? Why are you reaping the benefits of my blood, sweat, and tears, of my pain and suffering from my ancestors and me and my parents? How come you can't build up your own nation? Why you gotta come to so-called white America? Okay? Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck? Why is that? Why is that? If you're so better than us, then why come you around black people to fight your own battles? Why don't you fight them yourself? I didn't see no Asians in the civil rights movement, and if it was mostly out in California and New York, and there was like 1%ers. I didn't see no East Indians. You know what I'm saying? No, y'all motherfuckers kept to yourselves. I didn't see no Mexicans. There are no Mexicans out there. A lot of Mexicans claim, Latinos claim that their land, since they got ties to the so-called Native Americans, they forgot that the first Native Americans were African folks, black folks. They think because they got some ties to the Native Americans and they were here first, which is true, which I agree with. I know it's for a fact they were true, but they don't acknowledge that there was black people, so-called black people, what they call African people, indigenous people who are black here first before them. And they got the Latin first. I mean, when you see California, that's really Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, Texas, New Mexico. I would even say Louisiana. That's all Mexico. Okay? But see, now all of a sudden, y'all talk about you better than us. Who fucked up your nations? Why are they impoverished? Why are they in poor conditions? Why are they fucked up? You know why? Came from these Caucasians, these Europeans. They came to your lands and raped and pillaged the fuck out of it. Raped your women and children, even raped the men. You know what I'm saying? Terrorized people, terrorized babies, killed pregnant women, ripped the babies out their fucking stomach. Tortured all types of people, bombed people. Use them for put diseases in them. Gave them diseases and plagues and shit. Made them sick. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these diseases come from Europe, Caucasians. Okay? But again, you don't want to. But see, y'all don't want to acknowledge that shit. Y'all don't know your history either. Y'all go wherever the Caucasian male and female tell you. And that's what's fucking frustrating about you motherfuckers. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's fucking. I'm just tired of this shit. Black people who have worked and and died for a country that don't give a fuck about them, served in the military, most patriotic sacrifice, protected the Caucasians, the male and female and child, and still get no respect. Helped everybody, defended all other groups with their fucked up lifestyles like the gays. Help Caucasian female get her privilege, get more privilege, more rights, without no fucking responsibility. Okay? You know, you got these other groups pandering and all this stuff. You got these other groups. Black people help them out, help them with their issues and causes, but we get treated like fucking shit by y'all anyway. Y'all stab us in the goddamn back. So I don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers. They're getting their wake-up call. And the only reason why a lot of Trump and the Trump administration is like, the only reason why the Donald Trump administration and these other right lean to the right and left Caucasian politicians, because they're on the same team, are starting to push back because they don't want to go through hell. Because one thing about Latinos, one thing about Asians, one thing about Arabs, they stick together. All these other groups, even the foreign black folks, even though they barely stick together, they stick together and push back against Caucasian supremacy. Unlike black Americans who want to go on this kumbaya bullshit, which is fucking frustrating. I mean, I'm just so sick and tired of this shit. We have worked for free, built this nation, and why are we paying taxes? Why are we having a hard time getting shit? Everybody else cuts our throat and then spits in our face and kicks us to the goddamn curb. Okay? Now all of a sudden, all these other groups, these brown folks, these yellow folks, you know, and these other groups who don't identify as black, and they're not Caucasian either. Even foreign Caucasians are starting to see things for what it is. If you're not part of the Anglo-Saxon, Christian, even Catholic clique, you're an outcast. If you're not part of the elite Caucasian supremacist upper echelon class, like the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, and these Jews. Let me explain these Jews. These Jews say they slick. They're so-called Jews participated on our pain and this death and destruction as black people when it comes to racism and Caucasian supremacy and the slave trade, being victims of Jim Crow. Nobody helped. These Jews cried victims and cry about the Holocaust all motherfucking day and night. But I don't see and hear anybody telling the Jews to get over it and move on from the Holocaust. Why are these Jews getting reparations? The Holocaust did not happen in America. It happened out in Germany. Germans gave reparations because America demanded it. And America, with Barack's coon bitch ass, gave the Jews reparations, but refused to give black people reparations. But you give these so-called Native Americans reparations, but you got black folks who are already here, that not just in Africa, but they were already here. Oh, but we still don't get shit. And we're told to shut up and take it in the ass and let them rape you without no damn vaccine. Fuck that shit. I'm so sick and tired of the selective outrage in America. America has an ugly ass history, but they don't want the world to know about it. But thanks to social media and thanks to people like myself, we're exposing you motherfuckers. Okay, we're exposing you bitches. I mean, y'all think men are evil, but guess what? Evil males would not exist. So-called evil men. I say evil males would not exist without evil females. Who gives birth to these males? Y'all say the so-called white man's evil and the devil, but who raised him? Who gave birth to him? The white woman. The so-called white woman. She's the first teacher of the child. She's the mother and backbone of racism and white supremacy. When will y'all understand that except that fact? She ain't no damn angel. Last time I checked, you got these Caucasian bitches calling the cops on black children, calling the cops on black folks for no goddamn reason, for over a barbecue or selling water, selling lemonade, or just hanging out. Mind their own goddamn business, but these bitches want to harass us and bully us. And then when you do something to them, they want to cry, the white woman tears, I'm a victim, when they're a fucking perpetrator and a fucking terrorist. They're the mother of terrorism. So all these motherfuckers getting their wake-up call, even women suffering. I don't give a fuck about you bitches, especially you Caucasian bitches. You motherfuckers deserve what you get. Damn near 60% of these Caucasian bitches voted for Trump. You Latinos have the audacity to support Trump. You Arabs and you Asians. And Trump don't give a fuck about you. He insults you, disrespects you, and you take it in the ass and let them rape you and destroy your body and mind, and you're all good with it. Not just Trump, but these other Caucasian supremacists. So whatever happens to you motherfuckers, You reap what you fucking sow. I'm out. Peace. I'm gonna say this. First of all, in regards to we are a nation of immigrants, it's funny how people say that, but the only people who are not a nation of immigrants are people with my skin color, my ethnicity. Rather they were indigenous and diverse black folks out in North America, because we were everywhere. Because we are everywhere. Believe it or not, people, or so-called black people from West African nations, and were brought and sold here to the West, to the Western nations of, what was it, the Western Hemisphere? But I'm just but to make sure I'm correct and accurate, to be brought and sold here in North America and South America, and mingle with other original indigenous black folks. We're the only non-immigrant citizens because we didn't come here by choice. Caucasians came here by choice. Everybody, even the so-called Native Americans that look like Asian descent, they came by choice too, but they were second. Okay. Black people were born here. Some black people were not just born from Africa, even though everything started in so-called Africa. But you had black folks when the land masses split. You had black people traveling around the world already. So when the first black people were here, then you had the so-called Asians who migrated. They call themselves Native American. They call themselves, or some of them still ignorant, call them American Indian. Caucasians are the immigrants, but they are the colonizers and the terrorists, the thugs, the enslavers, the rape and pillagers. They rape and pillage and destroy lands and steal resources and call it theirs, and destroy cultures and rewrite history and destroy the original fabric of truth and culture, and destroy people's native languages and torture and brutalize people. Okay? Yet these motherfuckers, these Europeans, what you call white folks, or I call them Caucasians. These motherfuckers, these cave beast smelly, wet dog, pale skin monkey devils have the audacity to just come in other people's nations, rape and pillage, enslave, exploit, colonize, torture people, wipe them out, commit genocide, bring their diseases and plagues of diseases, make people sick, kill them, bring all this toxic pollution, all these toxins, all this toxic stuff, all this filth, all this perversion under these other nations. And you wonder why people are fucked up out here. They want to call themselves, I mean, they have the audacity to call people immigrants and they should never come here, but these motherfuckers could go wherever the fuck they want to go, but they're going to tell people to get out and make people suffer and make them work free slave labor, and then they're going to have a different combination of slavery. Oh, work for low wages, but we jack everything up in price, like we're doing out here in America and across the world with this capitalism, so-called capitalism. They want to call everybody immigrants and they need to go home. Well, you motherfuckers, and you want to tell my people that is racist to go back to Africa when we didn't have a choice to come here, and you already have black folks already out here. So how in the hell are you going to tell who to go to who what gives you motherfuckers, you Caucasian supremacists, the right to deport and say who gets to stay here and go there, but you can go wherever the fuck you want to go, and then you can come into other people's homes, destroy it, and call it yours, and steal people's lands and property and call it yours. You steal everybody's culture and call it yours. So when motherfuckers get mad at you and hate you, this is why you come here. Wherever you go, you destroy shit, death and destruction. You are destroying this planet. I hate it when people say man is destroying this planet. No, it's no. You need to change it. It's the Caucasian female and male destroying this planet. Why don't we just say it's the Caucasian male, not man, because he ain't no man. And the Caucasian, what we call so-called white woman, the Caucasian female ain't no damn female. I call her a bitch for what the fuck she is. A hood rat bitch. She's the first toxic female to produce and carry toxic femininity and produce toxic masculinity. Okay? It's the Caucasian folks, male and female, destroying this goddamn planet. And they're teaching their kids to do the same shit. But nobody want to call that shit out. Well, I'm going to call it out. Why don't you motherfuckers take your ass back to Europe? Why don't you give people back, my people specifically, whether they came from Africa or they were already here, reparations? You gave everybody else so-called reparations, but you still had the majority of the world's wealth. Why don't you give back everybody's resources? Everything you stole, every people you slaughtered and committed genocide on and wiped out, why don't you fix that? Give it back. You lied and destroyed people's cultures, lied and manipulated history. Push all this propaganda. Why don't you show the real truth for what it is? Why don't you apologize? Why don't you get on your knees, since you believe you're Christian motherfuckers, get on your knees and repent? Because a lot of you Caucasian folks need to repent. But y'all gonna say black folks are paying for suffering for so-called evils when you're the most evil motherfuckers on the planet. My folks, my people of color y'all should have never discovered it. Should never help these motherfuckers out of their damn caves and teach them how to clean themselves and how to progress and function. Because these motherfuckers are ungrateful. Okay? We should have let them suffer and die in their own shit. And they're dying now. And you motherfuckers are worried about what other people are doing, but you don't check your own people with this so-called white-on-white crime, Caucasian on Caucasian crime. White-on-white crime is a serious issue. You got your own females killing your own children, and you got mother and father killing their own children, raping their own children, fucking their own children up. You produce all this homosexuality, this transgender bullshit. You have fucked people's minds and say this is normal. But anything that speaks truth to power, anything that's natural is bad. And yet we as people of color, we as black people, and another group, other ethnic people of color, got the audacity to trust you and think if we work with y'all that, oh, we'll be better off and we'll peace and harmony and peace and we'll live in this big ass utopia. Guess what, people? And they don't fucking exist. It's never going to exist. The only way to take people out, evil motherfuckers out, is to know your history and control your dollar and stand up for yourself. Sometimes in life, when you're in the war, because we are in a race war, it's already here because they started it a long time ago, 500 years back. You need to take these people out, praying and being humble and taking the high road. Fuck that shit. You take them out. I'm not advocating violence, okay? I'm saying, as Malcolm X said, it's intelligent to defend yourself and protect yourself. It's intelligent, and there's nothing wrong with speaking the truth and express and point out who people really are, how some people really are. It's not hate teaching, it's love teaching. Loving yourself and being your own person and not following the trend. That's nothing wrong with being different. I just want y'all to understand that. I just wish people understand that and stop following the fucking okie doke. Why don't we as people, my people who look like this, why don't we stop helping other groups out and stop helping these devils out, Caucasian folks? You know, you can take the beast out of the caves, but you can't take the beast out of them motherfuckers, out of them pale skin monkey devils. Okay, they just born like that, fucked up like that, and you just need to have them leave you alone. And you just need to leave them alone and stop trying to get them to accept you and love you and like you. It's not going to happen. Love yourselves, and we as black people need to start taking care of ourselves and doing for ourselves. Y'all feel me? Love yourselves and take care of yourself.